Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Experience Show with Leah-Brooklyn and friends. I'm so happy to be back. I had to take some much needed self-care time, but I am buzzing to be here today because I have a special friend who's been rocking with me since 2017, and she's flew in especially for the show. No, she's not actually. She's flew in from Dubai, and I had to take advantage of her being here and get her on the show. She's not flew in for the show, but we'll pretend she has.
Yes.
Exclusive. This is my friend Laura. Welcome, Laura.
Hi, everyone.
I'm so buzzing to see you.
Oh my God, I cannot believe I'm actually back.
Yes.
Because it's been 2 years since I left.
That's what I thought. I was wondering if it was last summer you did my hair or the summer before, but it was 2 years ago in the summer, wasn't it? That's flown in.
And I'm feeling but the strangest thing, since I came back here, I feel like I never left.
Yes.
I feel like we just hang out together, we just did something, and that's it. When I think in my head, it's been 2 years, how?
Right.
This doesn't really fit into my headspace,
This is what we were just saying. It's like the same timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Even so, when you have a life in a place and friends and everything, even when you go away for however long you go away for, when you come back, it's kind of like you've came back to nothing's changed, no time has passed. Especially when you meet up with friends you've got a proper connection with. I always feel connected with you. Luckily because we have online and our phones and social media, it helps long distance friends stay in touch. So I always feel like I'm connected with you, but we haven't physically seen each other for 2 years, but then just seeing you right there, it's I just saw you 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. It's just hi, welcome back. It's life is good.
Yeah. I feel like it would be the same if I went back to New York or London where I've got friends and had a life before, even though it's been years since I've been there. I just know that if I went back, everything would just feel like it hasn't changed. It's mad that I wonder there must be a name for that. You get the Mandela effect. There must be a name for coming back to the same timeline even though time has actually passed.
Yeah, I think we need to research that because it's some crazy phenomena,
It's definitely a real thing for sure. So you are now in Dubai.
Yes.
How are you enjoying it? What drew you to go out there?
If you told me even 2 years ago or 5 years ago, I'm gonna be in Dubai, I would have told you are you crazy? Me? What I'm gonna do there? Because a lot of people have this perception of Dubai being cold city. Everybody just cares about money.
Materialistic.
It's materialistic, it's luxury and all that. But in my head, any place you go to, it's just the energy of yours you bring, and that energy attracts people like your tribe.
Yes.
Because my Dubai is amazing. I have so many beautiful people who love community, who lift each other and help each other, We have sober parties, we have full moon dances,
Yes.
And if I was telling this to somebody, be is this Dubai?
In Dubai, really? Yeah.
But it is. This is my reality. This is what I have attracted to my life, because I wasn't trying to pretend and fit into that vibe. I'm driving this mad sports car, which doesn't even belong to me. I live in this house, which is Airbnb,
Yeah.
Because people, when we go to a new place, I think we just try to fit into the stereotype, because every place, every person has a stereotype.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, instead of trying to bring their own vibe, we just try to fit in and lie who we are, So I feel like this is the case. And I'm absolutely blown away, what kind of life I'm living there,
Yes.
And also this move was totally unplanned. This was just something, I had an opportunity and I was okay, let's go, let's try this, And also it was, even though it was scary, because you're just leaving everything behind.
Yeah.
Everything you knew, you were comfortable, you have your friends here, and suddenly there's something miles away. And you have
such
to
a
go.
long distance from here and from Europe in general.
And it's totally something completely different from what I'm used to,
Right.
But I'm so happy I did, because I grown in my own ways and I seen so many things which made me, I don't know how to explain. It's like I'm still the same person, but
Yeah.
I can see different things now.
Yeah.
Almost like, like you shift your angle a little bit.
Yes.
Like now we are sitting in this room, I just see there. But if I sat in your chair, I
Yes.
suddenly see like, wow.
Yes.
So this is what I've been doing.
Right. Shifting your perspective. Like, you're so right. Like, you really create your own reality, whatever place you go. Like, you could go anywhere in the world and have a completely different experience. Like you said, like, the people that are over there living this stereotypical Dubai life of like the designer shops, the fancy restaurants, like all of this kind of stuff is totally different to the life that you're living there. Because like you said, even I was surprised when you moved to Dubai, because I'm like, Laura, Dubai? Like, because I know you're such like a grounded, earthy, real, authentic person. And I'm just like, wow. But I know that you know your soul and you just follow where you feel called to, like myself. And it's just been so cool to see how happy you are there and you're finding your tribe. But like, you're right, like you have to just go and be yourself and put out your energy, and you like tracked all the experiences and people. Like, that's what happened with me in New York. Like, it was scary to go over there, but like New York had been a dream of mine since I was a child. But it wasn't until I was an adult and I was old enough to go over there on my own that I like went for it. And I really just went there and I was like, okay, if I lived here, what would I be doing? Like, you have to just like manifest your reality. So I'm just going to start acting like I live here. And then I just started making friends and just gradually built up a whole life there for myself. Like, I might not have lived there full time, but I had a life there, and I created that from shifting my reality, shifting my perspective, not going there and being like a tourist, going there and actually creating a life for myself.
How do you feel about that time of your life now? Would you go back, or is it just a version of you? I just wanted to see how you feel about versions of yourself.
I know, I was just saying this, like I said a few days for myself, like literally around nobody else. And I had to really reconnect with myself. And to do that, I watched a lot of videos of me performing in New York, and I was like crying and everything, because I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so special that this is on camera, because the life I had there was just like, I can't say it was the best time in my life because I'm so happy in my life now. Like, I can't compare it, but like it was one of the most special times of my life. Like, I often forget the things that I've done in life, and I'm like, wow, Leah, you did that. You followed your dreams. You did all the stuff. You performed on the same stage Jimi Hendrix was discovered on. Like, who can say that? Like, I'm just like, I feel so proud of myself and so great for the experiences. And I still have my friends there, and I still keep in touch, and I still collaborate with my friend Tommy, who lives in New York. We make music together still. But like, so I haven't been since 2020 was the last time I went, and I made my EP, The Reclamation, in New York. And then, as you know, the pandemic happened. I came back, the pandemic happened. I was in London at the time. I was living in London. And I was like about to launch into my career. Like, I just made this EP. I was buzzing about these songs. I was getting gigs lined up in London. And then all of a sudden the pandemic happened, and I had to like not let go of my dreams or give up on them, but I had to like accept that the reality that I wanted since I was a kid and maybe thought I was going to have might never happen, and to feel okay with that, which like freed me a lot, because I feel like even though I was like so happy and really going for my dreams, in a way I was still chasing something, and even though I was like creating from the soul, there was still something there that was like attached to this reality of like, I want to be an artist, I want to be touring, I want to be doing all this stuff, go, let's go for it, because it's a lot of work and a lot of energy. So the pandemic made me like let go of all of that. Like, I had no choice.
You know what? Can I tell you something? Since I know you for such a long time, right? And I seen quite a few versions of yourself, you know?
Mm-hmm. You have.
You know, yeah, because I just did your hair. You're always matching your energy.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm seeing now, I'm seeing like you are forming into something new. And I can see just like the beginnings. I don't know who you're gonna become, but I know that this version of yours is gonna be something like a big force, you know?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because before, like as you said, like when we have this big dream and we almost like clinging to it, we almost like just, oh no, this has to be happen, and we just like so scared to lose it. And the more you're scared to lose something, the more you just trying to control the outcome. I think it just kind of almost like runs away from you, if that
Yes.
makes sense.
It's true.
But even for myself, like I had so many dreams and I was looking forward to so many things, and I had so many stuff happening in my head, and like, why this is not coming, why I can't do this. But lately I was like, what can I do? Just enjoy this moment, because you know what happens when we are like so focused on something out there, we totally become so blind what is just in front of us.
Yeah.
And as soon as we start to just like enjoy little things and, you know, start to reconnect to ourselves, who we are, suddenly you see life in different colors, you know? So I can't even tell you, like, this was like my biggest realization just like not that long ago. Because also when you change cities, like you have things to compare. Oh, I used to live this life, now I'm living this life, now I have this people in my life, and it's just like, it's almost like you try to control how you want your life to go in a new place by comparing it to the old place.
Yeah.
You know? But since you come back where you started, it's like, you know, we have these moments of just like a full circle moments, you know? When you go back to the same place you started, where the same place you seen something, and you just realize, wow, nothing has changed. I have changed.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like I treasure my New York self and my New York life so much, but I have changed from that person. I feel like a calmer person, a more embodied person. I feel more like a woman now. Like, I was like, obviously I'm in my 30s now and I was in my 20s then. And even though like, I was still very embodied and very myself. Like, I look at those videos and I'm like, the confidence coming out of me is hilarious. I love it. I'm like, yes, go Leah. But like, I still have that confidence now, but I don't need to have big blue hair and big blue dreadlocks and wear chaps and knee-high cowboy boots and say I'm an alien. Like, I don't need to do all the stuff, but that served me for that time, and I'm so grateful for that. So I think the thing about New York is like, I feel like I love that it's in this like beautiful little box with a ribbon on top, and I did that, and I still have my friends and I'm in touch with them, but I feel like to go back there would be like a sense of wanting to create that same life that I had, and I'd really want to just start something totally new, because I can't have that time back, and I'm a different person from then. I was single then, I'm in a committed relationship now. I was like pansexual and polyamorous then. I'm monogamous now and just interested in my man. Like, so I'm just a totally different person, but I just honor her so much and everything that she experienced and needed to go through, because I wouldn't be who I am today without it. And I've always just followed my soul and my inner child, and that was her dream so much. And I still want those things. Like, I love music. I'd love to be performing again, but I have let go of all of the pressures and the control and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just focused on making music when it feels right, doing it from my soul, not feeling like I need to keep up, because there's so many artists these days, and it overwhelms me sometimes, because we got TikTok and Instagram and all these things, and it's like quick content, boom, 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 boom. Whereas what I even realized more so the other day, like looking back at my music videos and my music, like I've always wanted to make things that are timeless and that you can listen to in 10 years and it's still the same vibe, the same message. Like, that's why I love, like, my music is like funk based and soulful, and it's still pop, but it's like spiritual messages and just things that will stand the test of time. And I really realized that, like, looking back at my stuff, I'm like, wow, I don't give myself enough credit, because sometimes I would listen to my tracks and be like, I want to change this or I wish I'd done that. But like for what it is, I'm like, this is amazing. I'm so proud of myself and I'm so excited to make more music and continue. But like I said, I just don't have all those pressures or like chasing things anymore. So that feels really nice. But I do miss it a lot, and I miss New York, but I'm also happy and I love Edinburgh and I love being at the Barras and
Yeah, like that bar stuff you're doing is so amazing. It's just like such a nice community, right? There's like so many artists, creatives. What was happening there? Because like I'm so out of the loop.
It's such a vibe. I can't wait for you to come visit this weekend. But even that feels so nice in itself, because for a long time, like, I didn't feel like I belonged in Glasgow. Like I wasn't happy here. And a lot of New York was sort of running away from Glasgow. Whereas now I'm so happy in Scotland and I'm settled here and I've got community and I've got friends. I never really had that before, apart from like yourself and the odd person. But to have like a community where I go to and people see me for who I am and appreciate me, and it's so full of love and down to earth people. Like I've noticed like the real spiritual people in life aren't these people that are in these spiritual communities and drink alkaline water and meditate 4 times a day and do all of this nonsense. Like the real spiritual people are the salt of the earth, grounded, just real authentic people that actually are coming from a space of love, because there's so much ego in spiritual communities.
Oh my days, you just don't even start that. Like, I'm so done with that, because now like so many people wearing the spirituality mask, as I'm telling you, we just like wearing it to appear in particular way, like, and we always try to look, I don't know, I don't think we are thinking consciously that we are like better than anyone else, but we give off that vibe, I just got this alkaline water diet, vegan, whatever, honey, bee, organic, and it's just like, what is up with you? Just do your life and you just stay. Yeah. It's just like, I feel like now it's like a point of where everything just has to break, because everything just got amped up so far, too far actually, because people are losing themselves. They just become crazy. You just get into this crazy loop, like I have to do this and then I'm gonna be this, and if I'm gonna do this, it's like almost like you make yourself feel not so enough because you haven't done like this freaking 25 steps to reach spirituality, And as you mentioned about, also it was like a very nice thing for me coming back to Scotland and seeing like everyday people. And the way we talk to you, we're just like your right hand, like we just talk to you, we just like have like this very nice warm vibe. And I'm just like, wow, I'm back home, Nobody has that pretentious, like customer service or whatever. It's just like so simple. This is me. Hi, And I feel this is what we should be looking for. Just strip everything. Because now like people feels like we have like these layers upon layers, like a massive onion with the stuff you don't really need to stick on yourself. Oh, this is my spirituality mask. This is the mask of me being successful. This is the mask of me being a good mom. This is me being a perfect, but this is like so insane. How many masks can you juggle at one time?
And keep up with all this stuff.
Like every time you go to different space, you just have to shift those masks and like change into a puppet, like an actor, And I feel like it's so tiring, and that's why so many people are suffering with mental health and anxiety, because you just cannot keep up. Especially like with TikTok and Instagram. Look at anybody's profile. There's like so much fakeness in it, That's why I kind of started to move away from social media, because sometimes I feel like I don't want to post because like it just doesn't feel real, doesn't feel like me, Before I used to plaster it with everything, but now I'm just like, why? Do you know what I mean? It's just so...
It can be really overstimulating, and it can be really like feeling like you need to keep up because everyone else is doing it and you need to go, and like So yeah, I like social media and everything because it's a tool, one, for keeping in touch with friends like you, who I might not have another connection to, and I like seeing what you're up to and vice versa. And I do like to share, but I like to share when I feel inspired to share, and not just because I'm trying to keep up and I need to like just like make content. Like, no, I just like have an idea or like want to share something, and then I'll just put it out in that moment. And then I try my best not to scroll. Like, I'm not going to say that I don't, because I do. I think all of us are guilty of like getting stuck in the thing of like, whoa. And you have to be like, right, I'm stopping. I'm going to go get up and do something, like even if it's your dishes or whatever, because like it is overstimulating, and it's constant like small dopamine hits, and it's not good for us as humans.
No.
And you get to a place where you feel like you're gonna explode, and feeling like you need to keep up, and it's like you said, you just need to strip it back and come back to the simple things, being in the air, noticing the birds, like just all of the things that we can sometimes take for granted in life and go too fast and miss. And I feel like it's good to have a balance of like, like you say, you come here and people are like just normal and friendly and grounded or whatever. That's great, but also at the same time, some of those people aren't expressing themselves and aren't shining. And sometimes there's still judgment, even though I don't look as eccentric as I used to. I still feel judgment from people just from being happy and loving, and not everyone's in that space, which I get and I have compassion for, because life is hard.
Yeah.
And people don't really know how to properly uplift themselves and can turn to drugs or alcohol or overconsumption of social media and all these sorts of things. So I think it would be beautiful to see society have a balance of like the realness and knowing that you're a cosmic being, you're a multidimensional being, you have so much power within you. Like, we're seeing all this artificial intelligence. I want to see human intelligence come back. I want to see real music, real art, real people, real experiences. I feel like a lot of things are just going towards fake things, and it just feels so against the soul. And it's like, all of this noise needs to disappear and come back to the simplicity of the soul of nature.
Yes, this is like, you just described exactly what I'm feeling, because also AI coming in, it just like really scares me.
Yeah, same.
Have you seen those people who create fake boyfriends, girlfriends on Chat GPT?
What?
Yeah. So you can create an avatar, I don't know, you can talk to them daily. And those people are going insane because it's like, it's not real. It's like some kind of like...
So they have an AI boyfriend or girlfriend?
Yes.
And what does this boyfriend or girlfriend do? Just talk to them?
We just talk to them, and obviously we're just gonna validate you, because the way this was made, you're just being validated all the time, and you just say, "Oh, I'm the best person in the world." I was like, "Yes, you are," And how unhealthy is this?
Yes,
because you don't have a proper reflection of your reality.
Yes.
Everything is just like what you put out there. And I think it's scary, because when you live in AI world, you don't really have a truthful reflection of who you are. Because when you like talking to people, and if I say something completely stupid, you're just gonna be like, Laura, stop here.
Yeah.
I think this is absolutely insane. Like, you do you, but
be a proper reflection.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I absolutely feel like this is, I don't know, this is going, as you say, to a totally absolutely fake world where we're not gonna know what is real. And don't even get me started about those deep fake videos, where you don't
like
even,
online, where it's like they're making out something's happened that hasn't happened.
Because like then Dubai had like a massive flood 1 year ago.
Yeah, I remember
everybody started making those deep fakes where like people are drowning, and it was like,
and people just believe it.
Yeah, and people believe it, and this is gonna be so easy to manipulate.
Yes,
all of us, because what we're gonna see on internet, and it's not gonna be even possible to tell if it's real or if it's fake. How this is going to work?
Right.
How can we avoid this? How can we just go back, as you say, to simplicity?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I think we are like at the point in our lives where we really need to start moving ourselves away from
Yes.
just being glued on to social media
Yes.
and just being like in that fake reality world, you know?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people like need real discernment because you see that online, like people just believe what they're told, believe what they see and go along with it instead of taking a moment to be like, hang on a second here. Like even for example, I've seen this picture of Miley Cyrus going around and it's a total fake picture of her that she like looks like this and she doesn't. She's like so natural and beautiful. It's fake.
I
like,
thought it was real.
No.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm such like a stan for her. Like I feel like I'm part of her family. Like sometimes her mum comments to me because I watch her podcast and stuff and they're genuinely real people. Wow. But I feel like people just see whatever and believe it. Like, oh, Miley Cyrus looks like this now, or these two people are dating, or this has happened in Dubai, and people are like, well, it's on the internet, and it's like, no, like have some discernment and realize people aren't out for your highest good. That are especially in the media and stuff. They're just wanting clicks. They're wanting engagement. They'll make up anything for people to believe, and that's the sad part. Seeing so many people just go along with things, rumors, AI videos and stuff and not actually being like, hang on a second, this isn't real, this isn't okay, like this, like, because people are so disconnected from themselves that they can't even tell these things and are just like, and that's the difficult thing about media and social media. Like people are just getting fed and they're not like they're feeding themselves from these sources that aren't real instead of feeding themselves positivity and love and affirmations and meditation and books, reading books instead of like reading your Facebook feed, or you know, and it's not wrong to like be on these things and be participating, because I think, you know, you would feel like you were left out, especially with us with like creative jobs and things like that. We kind of have to be involved. It's just about balance. It's like, you know, just get some realness in your life, touch grass.
Exactly.
Chill out, touch some grass, breathe some air.
Hug a tree.
Hug a tree. Like take some time off of the internet to be in real life, because like you said, it's getting quite scary.
It's getting very scary. And also I noticed the other thing, when you use social media, you watch videos, you almost got put into this echo chamber. And you don't see anything outside of your own perception. So let's say it's just like a silly thing, like I like cats and I start looking videos for cats and whatever. And all you keep getting after that is just like cats, you know? Or like, let's say you are into particular type of music and you don't see any other perception except yours. And you feel like, okay, this is my truth. And I only see these things coming to my feed, means like everybody else thinking the same. And you just kind of close yourself in to this tiny room and you can't see outside of it. And if some outside ideas reach you, you just feel so resistant to it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to react. It's just like totally shattering your little room you created for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And I think this is the worst part for us, being just locked in to that same reality, where we get sucked into it so much that we can't see anything else, you know?
Yeah.
And that reality just eventually makes you feel so sad, like you say, like when you're happy and you just, you know, because like most people around you feel like, oh, this is such a bad times. Everything is shit, you know, like life is bad, everything is so expensive, you know, and we only see this reality. And of course, when we see somebody smiling and happy, like, why are you so happy?
Right.
There is nothing to be happy about. Look at the prices in a supermarket, you know? So I think this is like the big problem for people not just venturing out from your own rooms we kind of created. And this is also like, everyday life is reflected back to you. Yeah.
Like you said, like you create your reality and what you focus on becomes your reality. So if someone's focusing on how shit things are, how expensive things are, how the world's crumbling, and on one side of things, that is true. It is. But on the whole other side of things, people are awakening. Like there's a shift happening, and for a shift to happen, things have to kind of explode. Things have to like the dark stuff and all of the whatever has to come to the surface, to come to the light, to be changed, to transform. But that starts with us, and we have to be in a good headspace and a good space in our soul and hearts. And if what we're focusing on is all of these negative things, we're going to feel down, we're going to feel depressed, we're going to feel anxious, we're going to feel helpless. And that doesn't help shift this darkness of the world that we're living in. Like, we could easily focus on all the things that are going on in the wars and all this kind of stuff, but that doesn't help the situation. Like, and I understand why people want to put their energy there and like save this place and that place, and let's, you know, this is wrong. And yeah, it is. Like, humanity should be acting in a totally different way. Like, we ideally should be having communities and everyone helping each other, and there's just so many people against each other, whether it's race, religion, beliefs, whatever. Like, I think this and you think that, so you're separate from me. Like, it's important to have an open mind and open perspective to other people's ideas and stuff, but having your own truth instead of what you're being fed. But the only way we can help the world is by looking at the beautiful things that are there, because it is there, even though it can be so easy to see the opposite. It can also be so easy if you, like you said, you shift your perception from this side of the room to that side of the room and say, wow, look at the sky today. Look at that beautiful dog. Look,
Yes.
do you know what I mean?
Dogs
Like,
make the
look
world
at her
better.
amazing hair, her sparkly jeans. Like, oh my God, I love this song. Let's dance. Like,
Yes.
the simple things of like, because you're here to enjoy your life. Like, you're only here for so long. And yeah, the world might be crazy, but we came here for a reason. And if someone feels so passionate that they want to change the world, then that's what I would advise. Like, literally just go out and spread love in your day to the people you meet, because that's what's going to have a domino effect to the world. Like, the world is such a big place that one
Yes.
person cannot physically change it or help it, but you can have a knock-on effect to the people that you meet throughout your day, your family, the people that are close to you. And like we said about AI relationships, like, they can be toxic because it's like a real person is a real reflection, and a real person you're in a relationship or in a family with, they're going to trigger fuck out you.
Yes.
But that's
exactly.
because you help each other heal,
Yes.
and you be real reflection. You have to call each other out on your shit, and you have to help each other. Whereas if someone's just like, you're so great, you're so great. Well, you're not going to grow because you're just like having your ego inflated and not
Yes.
told, well, I love you, babe, but have you ever thought about it like this? Or or do you know what I mean? Like, relationships, you're supposed to expand and grow, and that comes with difficult stuff too that you might not want to face,
100%.
but you have to.
I think, and also in relationships, like, you know, like, again, I'm gonna put like internet, how people just put, oh, we have the best couple on earth, you know, like, and then couple months later, everything is gone, you know?
Yes.
And then it just creates that false perception that everything has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, just look away from relationships. Everything in life, it has to be picture perfect
Yeah.
according to so many people. And this is why there is no picture perfect. Where?
No.
Like,
It doesn't exist.
it doesn't exist. And why people are chasing that
Yeah.
picture perfect, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's why, again, so many people have anxieties and
Yeah.
they don't fit in. They feel like left
The comparisons.
out, you know? Because simply nobody talks about the struggles.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about downfalls, you know.
Right.
It's never life is like always up. In my
Yeah.
life, it was like up and really down, and then
Yeah,
again
yeah.
up and then down and backwards, you know.
Because that's how you grow.
Yeah, because this is how you grow. And I was really thinking to myself, like, how could we as people, as communities, how could we just start showing each other that nothing is perfect? You are here to learn. You are here to grow. Even if you're happy, you can't be happy forever.
No.
And another thing, like toxic positivity.
Mm.
Again, everybody's so happy, sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
And just one moment you are so sad. It's like, why are you sad? Be happy. You're alive. Yes, I know I'm alive, but
Right.
it sucks right now. Like,
Yeah.
just like
And you have to
be.
feel that.
Yes.
And embrace it to move
Yes.
through it.
Yes.
Like, we're humans, we have emotions, we're not happy all the time. And like you said, on social media, like, not a lot of people share their struggles and their downfalls and their moments where they're, because it's like you're dealing with it within yourself, and you're having to face these things, and sometimes you don't want to admit to the world, I'm not okay. Like, my mum has been really authentic on social media recently, and people like have perceived her a certain way. But even now that she's opening up about her mental health and stuff, it's just constantly like, are you okay? Why are you not okay? Sort of thing, like concern. And because people aren't used to people being real. Like, you see like all of these relationships, I mean, we're here and we're there and we're at this restaurant and we're so happy, and look at all these gifts my man's bought me and da-da-da-da. Like, I made the conscious decision not to share my man on social media when I met him 3 years ago. Like, we had our anniversary the other week, and I said to one of my friends at the Paris, like, oh, it's my 3-year anniversary with my man. She was like, you have a man? I thought you were single. And I was like, no, I just don't share. Like, I have a private friend page, like, where I have all my people. So when I share myself with me and him, I know that it's going to good energy and people that want the best for me and are going to send love. Whereas people like online, there can be a lot of jealousy. There can be a lot of negative things. There can be a lot of expectations of, well, they look so good and so happy. And like, if you break up, it's like, well, that wasn't real or whatever. Like, I just didn't want anyone to project any judgments, but I don't want people to think that I'm single and available. I'll post them like here and there, wee things, but nobody knows anything properly about my private life and my relationship, because it's not for them to know. It's sacred to me. And when I first met him, I was like, no, this is sacred, and I want to keep us in our bubble and just with the people that I love. Share them, because like, why would I want to share my relationship with the world? I want to share my art with the world, and spiritual messages, and my podcast, and my outfits, and just like self-expression. Like, my private life does not have to be on social media for it to be good and for me to be happy. Like, oh, you don't share your boyfriend, so you must not be happy. Like, no, I'm happy because I don't share. Like, I keep, you know, like, I share some things, but it's just, it is a lot when you see like these relationships on socials all the time. Like, it's up to each individual and each couple what if they want to share all that stuff. Like, good on you if you want to share every bit of your relationship. Everyone's on their own path. It just shouldn't be a general expectation of you're with someone, so you need to show everything.
I think it's just like, as you say, it's an expectation of you to share everything. And also your life can be totally different of what you're sharing on socials. But people are so gullible, you know? And I know a lot of people, friends, whatever, how we manipulate their image, which is like couple seconds of your day, you know, and we just like totally create this fake image. And it's very damaging. It's so damaging for everything, you know? And that's why I feel really weird at the moment with my social media, with what I'm sharing or what I'm not sharing. I'm more inclined not to share anything at all. But then you kind of like, because if you're an artist or I don't know, like you're doing something,
it affects
which
business.
Needs, you need to be seen. So how can you make yourself seen without putting yourself into this weird position where you have to share too much, you know? And I don't know. So I'll see where I'm gonna go with this, but at the moment I feel like in a really weird space, because remember 10 years ago you could share one picture a month on Instagram and that's enough, and you're done.
And it was such more simple pictures. It wasn't like this perfect, like everything needs to be on fleek. It was like, here's my dinner, or here's like, I don't know, it was like just silly cute things with a wee filter on. It was just so much more like wholesome, I think.
So much more real and simple. And you don't have to live up to some crazy expectations. You know?
Whereas now, especially as creators, it's like everything has to be of a high quality for people to engage with you and to give you business. And I'd rather just keep things real. Like, I feel like, my stuff is of high quality, but it's also just me being me. And, you know, like my videos at the bar is whatever. I'm just like showing what I'm doing. Like, I don't know. Like, like I said before, I think it's just about authentically sharing and doing it from an inspired place. And if you're in a place where you feel muddled and you're like, I don't know what to share, what not to share, just take some time away from it, because you need to come back to yourself to then come to a place of feeling out. Like, you know, social media is always going to be there.
Yeah.
You can always come back to it, but you are more important than the algorithm. Like, you need to take a step back and realize, like, yeah. And sometimes, like, it's weird that you even put that in social media. Like, I'm taking a break for self-care because you feel like you need to explain yourself.
Yes.
Then at the same time, I like to let people know, because I like to not give people permission, but like just like show, if someone else is doing it, you can do it too. If you're reading this right now and you're freaking overwhelmed, but you keep coming on and scrolling, I'm taking some time off. I'm a human. I'm in the same boat as you. Hopefully me being authentic about this can inspire you to say, Leah's taking some time off. I feel that too. I'm going to take some time off too. Because like I said, it's always going to be there, and you can always get your algorithm back or whatever. Like, just recharge. Like, it's not realistic for us to be like keeping up all the time.
Yes. And then also when you have like so many followers and you're always like expecting your thing to go viral, but viral doesn't mean it's better.
Right.
You know? And some people just chase those viral creators, and then we're so disappointed because when we get the thing we paid for, it's actually trash.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, but it had a million.
But it was viral.
Yeah, it was viral. It was million, like, people watch this. Okay, but so this is, I think, as creators, as artists, it's like so hard.
Yeah.
And I can't remember where, but somewhere in Europe, probably in Netherlands, there is like this big upcoming culture of coffee shops with no internet.
Oh.
So there's no Wi-Fi, nothing. People just gather together and like read books, knit, listen to music, you know, do whatever, but we're all just away from all the technology, you know. So I really feel like we should create spaces like this, where people can connect as real human beings with no distractions, with no comparisons, because there's like another thing which is such a soul crusher. As soon as you go online, you start comparing yourself. Yeah. And as soon as this happens,
and sometimes you can't help it.
You can't. It just gets you. Yeah. Because it's just like, how I've been doing this for such and such time. And this person, we just popped up yesterday. Yeah. And we're like, so big.
I get it a lot with music, like seeing all these music artists doing all these things. And I'm like, damn, I've been doing this for so long. Why is it not happening for me? But then I'm like, hang on a second, Leah, like, I wouldn't want my life to be any other way, because if like, say like 2020 didn't happen and I was on that trajectory, I wouldn't be living the life that I am now, and I wouldn't trade this for the world. And I know, like I said, like, your time will be your time. No one can take that away from you. Like, you know, there's some artists whose songs don't like get known for like years. It can be like Chapel Roan, for example. Like, I think her Pink Pony Club was out a few years ago, but it didn't become a thing till a few years after. Like, I think as well in this culture, we expect things to just happen straight away. Like, I've put something out, so now it's going to blow up. And that doesn't often happen unless you're like a big artist who's already got a big following, which is like understandable. There's millions of people waiting for their releases. Whereas if you're like an independent artist and you're putting something out, it can take time for people to find you, and that's okay. As long as you're making stuff that's true to you and that will stand the test of time, not just keeping up with trends and making music to be cool or whatever. Like, sometimes I compare myself to those people, or I'll compare myself to someone who seems like they've just came out of nowhere and made it, but they've probably put in 10 years of work that you're not seeing online. Do you know what I mean? And like, there's not a giant perspective with this comparison stuff, because you can just see something, and even people like us who are in such a good place within ourselves can't help but compare ourselves sometimes.
100%. This is so bad for me. Sometimes I just be like almost eating myself, like, Laura, why didn't you do this? Why are you doing this? You should be there. You should be doing this. And it's just so, I sometimes fall into that rabbit hole, and this is something what really haunts me and really stops my creativity. Yeah. And I just almost give up, saying, well, it's not even worth it. Why am I even doing this? You know?
That's like what you just said. It sometimes stops your creativity, and that's the most important part of it.
I think imposter syndrome. Do you still have it? I still have it.
Do you know, I don't know if I do have imposter syndrome, but I get it. Like, Yeah, I think so. I think that's why I had to watch my videos of me performing in New York the other day. Like, I knew I needed to come back to myself. And I think I didn't really have imposter syndrome, but I had like you said, you should be somewhere else right now. You should be somewhere else with your music. You should be performing. You should be doing this. You should be doing that sort of thing. And I had to look at what I have done and see myself for who I am. Like, I am a talented performer. I am I've got a gift, and that doesn't mean that I think I'm better than anyone. It's just like, embrace your own gifts and know that you are amazing just as you are. You don't have to compare your gifts to someone else's. Like, you know, if someone's a better singer than me or whatever, like, I don't really think there's such a thing as better singer. And it's like, we all have different taste in music, and for there to be loads of different artists and loads of different people doing the same thing, like, it's all an individual stamp. Like, no one can, like, even if someone else painted clothes, I've said this online before, they're not me and I'm not them. Even though we're doing the same thing, like, there's space for everyone. You just have to be your authentic self, and there'll always be a space for you and your gifts.
Yeah, like, I really loved that you mentioned gifts, because each and every one of us has a gift.
Yes.
And you know, this is your gift, because for me, it's always been here, always. And it's just become, your gift is always there with you, and it's so easy to use it. It's just, you just come pick it up and it's happening, you know? And I think when you find your gift and you start sharing it with the world, that's when the real magic happens.
Yeah.
Because it just like makes people feel, you know, people become seen. And by sharing your gift, you just make them feel and to be seen, and you make people happier. And with your music as well, like, I've been following you for years, and your songs, your video clips, and whatever you do, your expression, it just always puts a smile on my face. You know?
I love you.
I just like, so, and even like when we created some of your looks for your music videos, it was like so much fun. I'm looking back to it, like, how did this even happen?
I literally remember today, like, you were at the Shift music video where I was rolling about in the Pollock Park. Was it Pollock Park?
Yes.
We made that look so good. Oh my god, that video was so good.
I remember the Goddess one where like we were like frantically painting you in blue. All your family, your sister, your mom, everybody just like, so
that we could get the sunlight.
Yeah.
Oh, I've hidden the Goddess music. I made the mistake of putting my ex in the video. And like, asked Stuart if we can do if we can do a new cut.
Because this was my favorite music video.
I know,
of yours.
like, I don't want to not share my art because my ex is in it, but you know, like, you're just like, I just like grateful for you and the role you played in my life, and love always, but I wish I'd not put him in my music video, for fuck's sake. See, this is where the young mind came in.
Exactly.
The young mind wasn't smart enough to be like, let's get an actor in here that I'll have no attachment to or like anything towards, and it'll just be fine. But, you know, I should probably just put it back out. You know, life is life. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. But that was so much fun. And you were there for the Shift, and I met Stuart through you, and like all the magic just like connects.
Because you just like were yourself. You just did your things, and I'm such a believer. But whenever you do things from your heart, from your gifts, you always attract people who has to be in your space. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And without each other, we cannot really create. We cannot really produce something worthwhile. Yeah, because. That's why it was so hard for me to leave Glasgow, because I had my net. I had everybody around me who can help me. I can help them. And I really noticed that when I went to Dubai, and I had nobody. Zero, you know? And I felt so alone. I felt like I lost everything. But again, as you said, I just did my authentic thing. I just did my own stuff.
And your people suddenly, come?
Yes. Yeah. And it's exactly the same. And everybody helped. And I reached where I have to be just because all those people came into my life and helped me, you know? Right.
And even just like, I just like realized more so in this moment, like the reason we met is because I chose to get dreadlocks as a form of self-expression in 2017. Pretty sure it was 2017, but I made that choice because it felt inspired from my soul. Like I really wanted to make a statement with my self-expression that was locking in my spirituality and also not being what society wanted me to be. Like that was just like, that came with a lot of shit because I'm white with dreadlocks, which is like a whole other thing. But like I met you because of that, because you helped me express more of myself. And I had dreadlocks for, I think it was 5 years straight, and then a wee bit here and there between. I only just properly took them out like I think a year and a half ago. But like you helped me express myself, and then we formed like a soul friendship, and I came to Barcelona and saw you there, and you did my hair on the beach, and we did a photo shoot.
So good.
That was we were the moms of that trip. Like my two friends were running wild, and me and Laura were like the babysitters.
Just sitting there. It was so fun, just like right on the beach, dreadlocks, happiness.
You did me like a big full head of blue dreadlocks.
Oh, yes, that was like my favorite.
We did a photo shoot, and then I went to New York like straight after that.
Yes.
I went on one of my New York trips, one of my many, and I did so many different hair colors and dreadlocks. And
that's like so amazing. You were like able to express yourself through your hair and through your style. And I feel like it's so important, because when you feel like yourself and you feel so confident, things are happening for you. You just go through life, you know?
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine yourself at that time just wearing like black t-shirt and black jeans.
No, I needed to be full out expression, and my dreadlocks helped with that so much. And I actually didn't really I only had like really a couple of incidents where people were offended by my dreadlocks, but it didn't really affect me too much, because I knew in my soul why I had them, and no one else could understand that but me. And that helped a lot with my spiritual journey of like not letting the judgments affect me, because I was just being completely true to myself and in my own essence, and attracted the right people who understood me and saw me for who I am, so then therefore didn't judge me for the way I expressed myself or my hairstyle or my skin color or anything like that. It was like even in like New York, like I had a lot of friends, like I was immersed in like Black music communities, Black spiritual communities, and here and there people would maybe look at me like, huh, but once they got to know me and know my essence, like they're just like, okay, this makes sense, you know what I mean? But I think it takes someone being in touch with their own soul to be able to really see someone who's expressing from their soul too.
And also when you face negativity, which you always face, no matter what you do, no matter what you dress, no matter how you look, there's always gonna be somebody who's gonna tell you, this is not right.
Amen.
This is so bad. Why are you doing this? And just learning how to react to it, more like not to react. You can react and be like, okay, this is what you think, but this is me. And if you can't accept me, then sorry, probably like you're not the best person for me.
Right.
And same as, I forgot to mention, oh wow. So when I was going to Dubai, as you can see, I'm like fully tattooed. It's like very, just I think my legs are plain. A lot of people were saying, Laura, you will have to cover up. We're not gonna let you in anywhere because of your tattoos. This is not allowed. This is so bad. And I was kind of scared. So when I came in, I just kind of covered myself a little in airport because I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because that's what people telling me. And I was like, okay, so now I have to hide myself because I am not gonna be accepted in that community, in that place. But the more I lived there, I realized it doesn't really matter. People are expressing themselves. People are doing what we are supposed to do. Obviously, you just have to avoid places like, mosques or, like obvious. And it's completely obvious. You're not going to just show up and all.
That makes sense that those places have rules. Yeah.
Yeah. And, and I suddenly realized no matter where you go, no matter what you do, if you express yourself who you really are, people just going to accept you. And there's like this one event which happened in a shop. I was in a shop. I had like a big shopping cart, and there's like this woman behind me who just only had 2 items. And I told her, if you want to just go in front of me, because, like I have so much things to pay for. You just go first. And the way she looked at me, because I had my sleeveless t-shirt. I was like full on myself. I think I had some colorful trousers, The way she looked at me, she was like so surprised. And then she went in front of me. She bought all her stuff. And she was still hanging about while I was like putting my shopping in. And she looked at me and she told me, you know what? You just changed my mind because I thought that people with tattoos are really horrible people. They're like criminals. And I should avoid them, And she told me, you are the most kindest, the most beautiful person I met.
I love that.
Yes. And I was like, oh wow, this is the best compliment I ever got. I'm so happy that I changed your perception.
Wow.
I changed your thinking. Because, and this is the most important part. You have to be yourself.
Yes.
Because you might change somebody's perception, the way we see things,
Amen.
And I was stood there thinking, people think that I'm criminal. Me? I am criminal.
Oh my God. That's what I was just thinking, especially in a place like Dubai where I've heard, and I imagine it's a thing, like women are especially quite suppressed. You go in there and being yourself and them having these ideas and stereotypes of what a person with tattoos is like, a self-expressive person, I don't know, all of these different things, and you going and being yourself can really change someone's mindset and help free people. Like, there will be women there that will see you and be like, wow, there's someone being free. I can be free because of her. Yes. So I'm so grateful you are there and shining and being an example, because that's such a beautiful small moment that's made such an impact in someone's life and how they now view people with tattoos. Because like in the Western world, like so many people have tattoos. Like it's more rare that people don't have tattoos now. So for someone to still have that mindset and you be able to shift it for them is so beautiful and powerful.
Yeah, and I think also another thing, and now I'm saying kindness is my religion,
Yes.
Everywhere I go, everything I do, I always put kindness in front of me, because this is the only thing which will always gonna come back to you.
Yes.
The more kindness you spread, the more it will come. And I'm not doing it because I want it come back.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it from my heart because I feel somebody might need it,
Exactly.
And even just complimenting somebody's smile or saying your hair is beautiful, it doesn't cost me anything. But to see that reaction of people when they look back at you like, really? Are you doing this for me? And you don't want anything back? No, because I just want you to feel happy. And I feel if all of us as a humans, we started to share more kindness towards each other, this would be totally different. Imagine how amazing that would be,
Yeah. Amen, sister.
Yes.
That's a beautiful way to end the episode. You've just gave an inspirational speech that I hope people carry with them. When are you coming back? You need to come see me more often. I can't have you leave me for another 2 years.
Your hair also needs to be done.
I know. I want my hair like yours. That is so my vibe. Like, you are giving Shakira goddess. Like, I like literally looked across the street and I'm like, just look for someone who looks like me. And I was like, there's Laura.
Yes, exactly.
I love you so much. Thank you so much for being on the Experience Show. I can't believe you're here because we've said, you've supported me for so many years and I can't even express how grateful I am for that. Like, it's people like you that I value so much and hold close to my heart, and vice versa. I will always support you.
I'm gonna start crying.
I'm just so happy to have you here in my fluffy chairs, because I know you tune in and watch, and that means everything to me and everyone that watches. And if it's only a small amount of people, like,
yes,
I don't care, as long as it's organic and someone has helped, like that woman in the supermarket, from the things that I do, then that's more powerful and more of a domino effect than going viral and people not actually being shifted and impacted by what you do. So thank you for for rocking with me for all these years, and we will continue to.
Oh yes, trust me. This is just the beginning.
I love you so much. Where can people find you on social media when you're back posting?
Yes, so you can find me on my hair page, Laura Raving Locks.
Yeah.
And if you want beautiful hair, please contact me.
She the girl to go to. I love you so much. And I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you next episode. Take care. Mwah.